We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the New England Patriots and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
From the stick.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run. But I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run. One that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Hurts to throw. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Left wing 19. Copy Rangers. Copy Rangers. 60 Vikings.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. The Eagles at 12-1 now to start play, and they've been flawless these last couple months, winners of 9 in a row.
And let's give them a ton of credit, because in a league that's built on any given Sunday, any team can win. To run off this kind of a streak, this kind of a number, that's pretty darn impressive.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Over the middle, complete. It's Sanders. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And once again, this is Sanders. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Here we go.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Once again with Sanders. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. This opening drive has taken him to the 2, but now they come up on a 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Now Jones. And that's complete downfield to Parker. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
I think when they get back in the huddle, the question will be, why did you throw that one? The coverage was incredible all over him. The only thing he didn't do after he caught the ball as a defender was get his feet in bounds. That should have been a turnover.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On first down, Hurts. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him.
And we all know how talented this guy is, who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And 3rd and 8 now. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 35. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. On 2nd and 1, Hurts. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Matt Judon, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. On 2nd and a yard. Hurts got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Hurts. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Well, he had success earlier in the drive, keeping it himself. Not here, though.
And sometimes when you have that kind of success, you can fall in love with the option a little bit too much and not give the defense credit for making adjustments themselves. And that play starts to lose its effectiveness.
They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. The Pats at the line ready to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. The Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
23 yards on the play.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down goes. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Throwing Jones. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. From the 6. And a big-time mess on the return. He's out of bounds. He won't even get this back to the 5-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Pats at the line, ready to go. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to... And they get Jones for the third time in this ballgame. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Patriots are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
They're going for it. This is Harris. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They run again with Harris. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Credit the tackle to Darius Phillips. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice. As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield, man coverage, and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And now the 3rd down for incomplete.
Certainly not letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
18, Rodgers, 18, cut 19, Corey, 17.
From the 31, Hurts. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. In motion left comes Brown. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Sanders has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Throwing is Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Operating from the gun, Jones. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the save. The corner blitz Hurts gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Gosh, last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. From the gun, it's Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown. A.J. Brown from 17 yards out. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Elliott good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 2nd down at 4. Off play action. Jones. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And that's another play that's painting the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They run for it with Harris. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They'll start by running the option to the right. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
He'll drop to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Here's Hurts to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that will lead to a 3rd and goal. And this is caught by Watkins. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
19 tight. Check smash. 18 lovely.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th and goal as they look to finish this one off.
Cougar 19, Cup 19, Cup 19. Warriors 70.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown. And the walk continues.
Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Now Jones on 1st and 10.
Setting up the screen, Harris.
Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
From the 36, Jones.
Throw finding Thornton over the middle.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. And now here is another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 41. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some...
And that is caught at the 10-yard line.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, you realize that both sides of the ball were so dominant in this game. And on offense, not only did they score it, but they did it through the air as well as on the ground. Everything was working.
And you know that the guys who scored the touchdowns, who contributed that way, who threw them or ran them, they're going to find our cameras and have a big grin for them. But I hope our cameras find that offensive line. How versatile were they?